Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Edwin Johnson, CEO, founder, and president of Chords and Richmond Youth Program, located on D Street. Right here, just want to show you guys, this church right here is where I came from. It's called Central City Lutheran Mission. I was here when I was about 15 or 16 years old. I started off as a volunteer here. I remember one time we was living in these apartments on Waterman. These apartments were so bad, like they weren't up to code. So they ended up moving us into these ran down motels in San Bernardino called the Sahara Inns. There's an In-N-Out there right now, but I was 16 years old. And they ended up moving us to these hotels where it was crack, prostitutes, gang violence, police there, in and out. You know, it was like me and 3 of my siblings, and 2 of them were only about 7 or 8 years old. And once they shifted us out these apartments to this motel, you know, we had no food to eat. We were starving, you know, nothing to eat. I mean, literally, like, probably some bread and some lunch meat, if that, out of a cooler, because they didn't have refrigerators there. And so we were so hungry, we knew that the mission would feed us. But that day, it was pouring down raining. It was cold. You know, it was like midday, so it was super cold. It was literally like somebody was just pouring gallons of water. We didn't have no jackets. You know, I think I had a T-shirt on with like a tiny gym windbreaker or something like that. And we had to walk. It was like 6 or 7 miles from downtown to here at the mission just to get a meal for us to eat. You know, and as we're walking, you know, we're cold. We're walking. We're depressed. You know, it's just like can barely even talk. You know, but we knew that if we wanted to eat, we had to go make this trip because we didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing to eat. You know, when we were walking from the motel to the mission, there were several things that was going through my head. You know, and it wasn't like, am I going to be sick tomorrow? It wasn't like, how am I going to dry off? It wasn't, well, am I going to pass out? No. The only thing that was on my mind was to eat because we haven't eaten all day. And so we ended up coming to the mission, wet, cold. I mean, it was crazy. Like, people was looking at us like driving down the street like, yo, is these kids really walking in the rain like this? You know, so we did that though. We did that because the mission provided a safe haven and a place for us to get fed. You know, they provided a need for us that we didn't have at that time growing up as kids. And so that's why this place and Chords is so important for children to come to be able to get their needs met, because they're out there dying, they're suffering, they don't have nothing to eat, they don't have nothing to do, and they're forced to get into different negative activities like gang violence, crime, robbery. I started Chords to be able to help children have a safe haven and help them get their needs met in this community.